What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and I'm out here doing a video. The video, honestly, is a short message about remorse and reconciliation. So, remorse and reconciliation basically is about patching things up, from apologies to, closure with a situation or someone, bridging the gap after the peace has been disturbed. And for me, how I'm always able to move forward, waking up every day freely, is because I've always been the one to reconcile, to show remorse, and I'm aware that, at times people can say, oh, words is only words, however, the action to take, to say sorry, to apologize, to reconcile, to admit your wrongdoings, to admit your flaws, to admit your mistakes, that's bold, so that's good enough, you know what I mean? Now, it's one thing if you just said, oh, if you're, for instance, if you're in a relationship and you constantly have a bad habit of always not taking out the trash and, not taking care of yourself, not brushing your teeth, not taking a shower, not cleaning up anything, no type of involvement with the relationship, and you just keep saying sorry and sorry, but you keep doing the same thing, now that's one thing. However, let's say there's been a relationship and then, a big heated argument happens, or, just a really wild, sensitive moment happens, or whatever. And then it's just cut off communication, that's another story, you know what I'm saying? That's a different boat. And that's when saying sorry, that's when reconciling, comes into play. Now, what the other party does with it, that's on their side, How we make peace with ourselves is at least acknowledging the fact that we did, have the boldness enough to admit our wrongdoings, even when the other being, the other person, the other individual is pretending like they're all perfect, pretending like they have no flaws, pretending like they've never done anything wrong, pretending like they've never had problems or they don't have problems, pretending like they don't have anything that they can work on, pretending like they have it all figured out, pretending like they know it all, and pretending like they are superior and better than everybody. That's their karma that they have to deal with. You know what I mean? That's going to deeply haunt them until they start opening up about stuff, saying, oh, okay, my bad, Sky, you were right. You know what I mean? This whole time, I've been the one that's been really uptight, I feel like that's gonna come to a lot of us, to be honest, because whenever you notice an energy imbalance where it just feels way one-sided, where it feels like you have to be begging, or where it feels like you just got left off, where you feel belittled, you feel unappreciated and disrespected, that's when you gotta let go and make peace with yourself, saying, hey, I went all the way 100%, being remorseful, being apologetic, saying sorry, expressing all of my full range of emotions. I'm good enough, I'm doing enough, and if the other individual is still gonna be stuck in their ego, that's their own problem. They're gonna stay being alone, miserable, isolated, delayed from true love, because they're so caught up in their ego that they can't even admit stuff. They think they have it all figured out. They think that they know it all. They think that they can just screw people over and get away with it. They think that they can just belittle people and get away with it. They think they can just treat people like doormats and think that it's going to be okay, and it's not okay. So how I've made peace with myself throughout everything I've been through, I'm grateful that I've always reached out in some sort of way to reconcile, to apologize, to talk things out, to take my time and effort out of my day to sit down one-on-one and get real, to get deep and open up. You know what I mean? Now, does that always happen? Is that always reciprocated to my direction, to our direction in life? No, it doesn't always happen. So the point I'm making is that whenever you can make peace that, hey, I did enough, I'm doing enough, I'm on to the next chapter of my life, you know, then it's a win-win situation. And ultimately, by staying in your heart space, even when people, you know, have left you hanging in some sort of sense, you can have that peace of mind that, hey, I have new opportunities, I have a new lifestyle, I have new circumstances, you know. So holding on to this or that heavy dead weight energy doesn't serve me. You know, I've done enough, and I don't need to let anybody try to steal my smile. I'm not going to allow anybody try to take my happiness or my joy. You know, I've done enough. You know, it's their loss. You know, they lost the moon while counting the stars. You know what I mean? They took us for granted. They took us for granted, and that's the biggest loss, the biggest lifelong lasting loss that you can take, you know. So breathe, you know, be cool, especially for those of us who have always been the one where the other individual always is the one who left us. Then hey, let's celebrate, because we know that we put in 100% and that the other people always gave up. You know, they never fully wanted to go to the next level, and that's why they're no longer here with us. That's why we have new energy that is on the same frequency to match us and is on the right path with us to experience a long life of achieving stuff, of experiencing stuff. And yeah, life goes on. So that's my video about reconciliation, what I have to say about it. And yeah, so anyways, make sure to have a light heart. That's what I'm always doing. In ancient Egypt, they would always measure our hearts, you know, saying that it's necessary for it to be as light as a feather. And that symbolized, you know, having a giving, compassionate heart, you know, a healthy heart. So always keep that in mind in your journey. Thank you for watching. DM us for any questions on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. Book with us online, www.skyblackwell.com. And y'all have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. I'm out here in the rain, being an overachiever. I'm being a high achiever out here in the rain because I have that much love. Y'all have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. Peace.